India we don't say like good morning or Ushakkala pranam or Madhyana kala pranam, or we don't say Sandhya kala pranam. We don't say that in India. In India we say simply namaste. Whether you meet in the morning, whether you meet in the afternoon, whether you meet in the evening, and what we say. So only two words are used. One is called pranam, or another one is called namaste. Namaste means he is telling, I am saying it from my heart. My conscious mind, my subconscious mind, my unconscious mind are together. Means you are in your heart, and without any object of meditation, you are with your heart, and you are wishing the other person, and that is very powerful. Means when your ego is low, you are saying, I am too small, and you are saying, and you are too great. The meaning of namaste is, you are great, I am too small. That's where we bow down, namaste. The meaning is, I am too small, and you are too great. And namaste means egoless. When ego is completely removed, your three minds are together, conscious mind and subconscious, unconscious, your sense doors and mind, your intellect and ego, a mind of reacting ego, and then your DNA memory, your transcription. So what is this? Namaste. Namaste is, whenever you are wishing other person, you are saying egoless. I am too small. And you are, for directly, indirectly, because of you I am surviving. Directly, indirectly, everyone has a role for your survival. Everyone. A software engineer too, an economist too, a farmer too. Directly, indirectly, every bacteria too, virus too, COVID virus too. Everyone has a role. There are so many coronaviruses already there. It is not today coronavirus is discovered, this particular strain. We could not develop, otherwise everyone is handling the other coronaviruses. It doesn't mean, and we are not able to handle the coronaviruses, but this particular strain we are not able to handle. So, everything, so our body is handling. The thing is, it's all about you are great. You are great. All other coronavirus enabled us to develop the immunity. And all these viruses enabled, the more close we work with the nature, the more immunity you develop. You take care of the nutrition. What I am saying is, everyone else is great. We are only, as a consumer, I am not great. The one who is dependent is vulnerable, weak. He should be only grateful, he should have only gratitude. That is the reason, and even the one who is saying namaste also is disconnected, I tell you. Today, you have to understand the very meaning of namaste. Namaste means I am in. Stay, I am in. Myself, my, no ego, na. No ego. Na, naiti, no ego. And ma is I am in. I am in. Mind, I am in my heart. I am established in my heart. Stay. Na, stay. Na is a negative word, but what for what? No ego. I am not myself. I am not myself because I am dependent on you. Because of you, I am existing. Otherwise, I am nothing. Na means I am nothing. I am empty. I am nothing. Without you, I am nothing. Without bacteria, I am nothing. Without the farmer, I am nothing. And without these companies, I am nothing. The one who, because of everyone, I am existing. I am everything because of all of you. I am nothing without any of you, all alone. What I will do? I am nothing. I will die very quick. That's why na, ma, ha, stay. I am in with no ego. I am not mine. You are great. You are everything. I have no meaning. People give different meanings. Sanskrit, the beauty is you have to break. When you break and further when you go spiritual meaning, you have to search, not an ordinary meaning. Because in Sanskrit, one word has 1,000 meanings. The problem with the Sanskrit is there are 1,000 meanings. In English, you will find synonyms, or when you call, one has only 2 meanings or 3 meanings. But in Sanskrit, it's not like that. For example, when you say a sun, in Sanskrit, 500 names you can call the sun. Can you imagine? And depending on situation, and in Gayatri Mantra we use Bhargo. Bhargo means you are there, you are source. The way you are burning to emanate the energy, let me burn all my fuel inside and to reach that illumination. Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yonah prachodayat ambharbhavasvaha tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yonah prachodayat. Very powerful. Bhargava, Bhargo. Burn. All the time I have to burn my ego, I have to burn my fuel of negative qualities, my entropy, I have to burn my entropy, I have to burn my energy to experience a energyless state or all-pervading state or low energy state. Entropyless state means it is the highest energy state, if you other way around, if you consider. Potential energy is great or high, kinetic energy is great. Potential energy is always great. When it flows, it becomes a kinetic energy. So potential energy is one, everywhere, anywhere. But kinetic energy has so many forms. And a chemical form, a mechanical form, and in an electrical form, and it manifests in different ways. And the potential form, only one form. When you say potential, it has only one form. So understand, so when we say Namaste, I am nothing. I am just, in Sanskrit, is evolved from the language, it is a language of cleaning. The one who cleaned, samskaranayet, the one which cleanses you, the one who cleaned is speaking that language. So, for you to understand, you have to either learn from a cleaned person, a yogi, or you have to become a cleaned person to understand it. Only 2 ways. Otherwise, you will never understand, I tell you, Sanskrit. In a way, if you are not a Shankaracharya, if you are not a Buddha, if you are not a Jesus, if you are not a prophet, and you will never understand the Sanskrit. Unless you are a yogi, you will never understand the Sanskrit. What you understand, a 500 levels of understanding, son. It is 500 levels of understanding. Your understanding is at 500 levels. At what level? Ultimately, there is no 500 levels. There is only one truth called the sun. And when you experience that, and when you know in Sanskrit, a right approach, it is a spiritual meaning only Sanskrit is, only spiritual meaning. Otherwise, it is not a language of communication, it is a language of, it is a program code of the entire existing, the drums, Brahmi language. The language universally, irrespective of every being, ant to, a bird to, angels to, demons to, entire universal language. Entire universal, all the infinite number of universes, language, communication is called Brahman. The language which has no barriers, which has no time lag, and that's called Brahmi. That's called Brahmi language. It's a spoken language. So, Brahman, That language you know means you are an enlightened. If you are enlightened one only, you will know Brahmi. It is not a scripture to read. It is a scripture to only listen. And it is a communication, language of communication. And then communication of silence it is. And silence runs everything. It is a communication of silence. And this Brahmi language, as when it acquired the script, it has become Sanskrit. There is no Sanskrit actually. There is only a Brahmi lipi. Even today, any old scripture, it is not in Sanskrit. Any 30,000 years, 40 years back, any scripture, the oldest scripture you will find in the language called a Brahmi only you will find the language. Means as a human evolved, they evolved basically with understanding of, they lived with so close with the nature. Later on, as we got disconnected from the Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, different periods of the time, Kali Yuga, means present period, is the most disconnected form. This is 4,32,000 years. As you go into Kruta Yuga, like Nachiketa, Vedanta, Vedas, there is a different 43,20,000 years ago or whatever it is you call. And those are periods of time when you go back, and then you will find how close. And the language is only Brahman. So Namaste, Namaste means the three minds staying in heart, egoless, egoless. The journey is towards egoless. Then you say, I am too small. When you say, I am too small, automatically you get connected. For you to get connected to anyone, for you to be loved by anyone, you only have to use the word, I am too small, I do not know anything, So I do not know anything, I am too small, I am useless. If you say, everyone will be very kind to you. If you say, I am too smart, if you say, I am too smart, I know everything and I know I am great, I am very rich. And you will say, damn, why should I care here? The moment I use that word, you disconnect. So the only way you connect to the entire nature is when you are egoless. When you are superego means that is you are alone. And you are egoless means you are everything. You are everything. And ego means you are alone. You are nothing. No one likes. So, and egoless means everyone likes. So, just understand the connection. So, conscious, subconscious, unconscious mind together. Whether it is in India, is it China, esoteric. Where you go to Japan, it's all only just going down. And in India further it is not ordinary going down. What do you mean by yoga you call? It is in India, everyone is supposed to pray like that. Ashtanga means, Ashtanga is a way to worship, to wish other persons. In India people think this, no. In India this is not the way of worshipping. This is the China or this is the Japanese. So the more you bend, in India how much we bend? And the moment I see someone, it is like this. I have to go like this. This is, means my ego is completely flat. In a fraction of a second, the moment you see other person, the namaste means, that is the expression of namaste. That's called Ashtanga Namana. Namana. A cultured person, Namana. Ashtanga Namana. Ashtanga, there is no Ashtanga Vinyasa. It is Ashtanga Namana. 8-point prostration. 8-point prostration. Sastanga, arms into front. Sastanga. Sastanga. Ashtanga is inferior to Sastanga. Ashtanga is not People say Ashtanga, which yoga you are practicing? Ashtanga I am practicing. Have they understood what is Ashtanga? You think Yama, Niyama, Asana, Prana? You have not understood. You have not understood. The Tibetan or the yoga generated in Himalayas, you didn't understand. When you are doing Hatha Yoga, Ashtanga means that Ashtanga, Noble Eightfold Path, is only purely mind. And when you say Ashtanga, Vinya, it is a flow. This is a flow. The moment you look at how many parts? 8 parts touched. See this. 8 parts, 2 toes and 2 arms, 2 forearms and your chest and your chins. Only 8 parts touch. Your genitals won't touch. And then again, from Ashtanga, that is not yet over. Second one is this. There is a second prayer you have to do. And then third one, the way you do Namaste in India tradition. First is this. Next is holding his feet or this. And next is this. Next is this. Prarthanasana. This is also prayer. This is also wishing. And then is this. Then Utkata squat. Then is this. Then is this. How many are there? There is a way to do Namaste. And in India, anywhere you go, you have to only do this. It is only second step. This is only second step. The people now shortcut. When you walk into North India, every home, and everyone's supposed to do. In North India, you will see. And the moment nowadays, the kids go. Namaste means anyone comes, elderly person, anyone comes to your home, you have to wish him like this. But the best is this, what I have shown you. But now, what they say, so I have shown you different ways. Let us learn Namaste. This is the first one. You wish. This is second one. And then you go into third one. Then you go into fourth one. Then you go into fifth one. Observe. Then you go into sixth one. Sixth one. Then you go into seventh one. Then you go into eighth one. Ashtanga. 8 parts. Not only 8 points. 8 stages of Namaste. That the 8 steps. Ashtanga, 8 limbs of a prayer. Then only it is complete. And now people do what do you know in the north when you are. Suppose the way they wish now, the current generation. His back is not even bent. Get out from here. Why have you come? It is like saying, no, get out from here. It is a headache, why you have come? It is like this. Now Indians already made mockery of everything. This is now the generation of disconnectedness. Where is connectedness? It is all hi, it is all hello, it is all shit. This is a generation in which we are living. And now, no one back bends, and someone even that much doesn't bend. Go, get out. It is as good as saying get out. They say only this. I have not seen any North Indian or any Indian so far, even in the temple, they don't Ashtanga. Entire body touches down. Body is not supposed to touch. Genitals should not touch because it's the Mother Earth. So when you are disconnected, you are using this for concentration. The main is this part should not touch down the flow. Then only you are connected to the heart. Neither this anal region, not this region, not this region. These are lower centers of energy. Only heart touches. Only heart touches. Your communication is from the heart. And these centers, these suffering, reaction zone, testosterone zones, and hungry zones, and disconnects you, and it makes other people pray. The only way which doesn't make you pray is this. That's why when you do this, go like this, and go down like this, and then you go like this, and you go like this. See, my anus doesn't touch, my genitals, they don't touch, my digestive system doesn't touch, only my heart touches down. That's all. And then I go into, again you see, my genitals, my heart doesn't touch. Further up, and higher consciousness, forehead only touching down, only forehead touching down. And then you go into this. Again heart, and up, and again you go into this. See, this. And then you say this. The 8 parts, it is always when you say Namaste Ashtanga, whether you do in the temple, first one has to learn to practice in the temple from childhood onwards. Entire world worships any prayer, any bowing down, any of the 8, but all 8 are the best. Maybe you have adopted 1 or 2 systems. Even whether you're sitting in a chair in the church, you do this or not, you're bound to do that. Irrespective of any religion across the globe, you see, it is always this. Where you stand in front of a priest, which priest, it doesn't matter at all, in front of a God. Always it is bowing down only. Understand the Namaste, because when I wish you every day morning Namaste, because Namaste, and at the end also I say Namaste Akasho, Namaste Akasho, Namaste Vayo, Namaste Apo, Namaste Prithvi, Namaste Tejo, Namo Brahmane, Tvamevam Brahmasi, Tvamevam Pratyakshyam Brahma vadishyami, Avatu mam, Avatu vaktaram. This is a Namaste. Oh, for whom Namaste? Oh elements, oh Brahman, oh consciousness. Oh consciousness which connects in selflessness. You are. Oh space, oh air, oh fire, oh water, oh earth, because of you. Tvamevam Brahmasi. I am nothing. I am nothing. No ego. I am nothing. Without you, elements, without you, consciousness, where is my survival? I am nothing. Without you, I am nothing. Tvamevam Brahmasi, Tvamevam Pratyakshyam Brahma vadishyami. All my effort born as a human, my goal is to realize that. Tvamevam Pratyakshyam Brahma vadishyami. I follow the path of wisdom, vadishyami. Brahma, only to the singularity. Pratyaksham, let me experience it. Tvamevam pratyaksham brahma vadishyami satyam vadishyami. That is the truth. Everyone is, because of everyone I am surviving. That is the truth. The false is, I am great, because of me you are surviving. That's false. That ego is false. Because of me you are there. Because of you I am here. Every day morning when I wish you, what is the namaste? Namaste apo, namaste tejo, namo brahmane. This is a Veda. Veda teaches this. This is the wisdom of the saints. How to connect. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are too small. You are nothing. That's what Acharya Nagarjuna taught Tibetan. You are nothing. You are at the mercy of the nature. You are nothing. Naiti. Not this. You are nothing. What you think you are not. You don't even exist. It is a hallucination, because every particle in you is changing at the power of 10 to the power of 22 times. So you are actually non-existent. It is a delusion. Because you are not at that pace of that matter at 10 to the power of 22 times, you are seeing it as you are too slow. That's why you are seeing it as, say, static. You are seeing it as a Kumar. For example, a fan is there, you can see the 4 blades when it is not running. A fan is there when it is not running. But fan is running at speed. You can see everything see-through. You won't even realize they are the blades. And you are traveling in a train, and train is going at the higher speed, and outside you can just see everything at super speed. You can see everything. But train stops, you will see the window, and you have to peep through to see it. That acceleration is a selfless acceleration. That is the highest level of acceleration. Not this acceleration, this acceleration. This acceleration because of the inertia, and this acceleration of lack of, there is no inertia there. And when you are accelerated, when your mind goes to, and inertia is completely removed, entropy is completely removed, and it means you will see every being as only particles, elementary particles. Everyone has a consciousness. This has a consciousness, a human has a consciousness, a tree has a consciousness, everything has a consciousness you will see. What you will see? Everything has a consciousness. Because what you are seeing is the truth. The truth is, all of us will be made with the dark energy, dark matter. The more you go in, outside solid it looks, then liquid it looks. As you go on in the microscope, as you go down, atoms, electrons and all elements, then further you go down and you will see quarks. Further you go down, you will see elementary particles. Further you will go down, you see dark matter. Further you go down, dark energy. Further you go down, singularity. And what common in us? These are the common in us. What you see, this form, it is a gross reality. It is a gross reality. That's why when we say Atmanam Sarvabhutanam Sarvam Kalvedham Brahma, and every Upanishad, all 108 Upanishads have one sentence like this. And that sentence only speaks about connecting like that. Everything is consciousness. Everything is consciousness. You are a bundle of consciousness, I am a bundle of consciousness. Who is great? All of us, we are great. There is no difference between this and you. There is no difference between a camera and you. There is no difference between a human and you. There is no difference between an animal and you. Everything at the end is made with the same. That realization will come when you are at the speed, when your mind stops, when you reach the speed at which the universe is running, then you will see clearly, oh my God. The universe is running at what level? Matter itself is running at 10 to the power of 22 level. Gravity field itself is at 10 to the power of 22 level. It is changing. That is a vibration. The particle is non-existence, and 10 to the power of 22 times it is transforming. And if the matter, it is the reality of the matter, and what is the reality of the dark energy and consciousness? At what speed it must be? There is no speed at all. Infinite, 10 to the power of infinite. At infinite speed when you reach, and you will see everything as a consciousness, that's all. And what you see is only consciousness. A yogi asks, Buddha asks sometimes in meditation, what you are seeing? I am only seeing bones. Because he is at the level of observing the bone, his insight. And what you are seeing? I am only seeing the consciousness. What mode? Some consciousness mode. Hey, what is that height? What is that person? Have you seen what dress? No, I have not seen. I have only seen a bundle of consciousness moving. Because his mind in the meditation is at that level. So when you really look at you have to reach to that level to see the reality. Then only you can see the reality. The reality is we are non-existence. We are non-existence. That is the absolute truth. And what is existing, everything around you is existing in you. That's all. And what further beyond entropy is singularity. That is the actual reality, singularity. That's why when you read Veda and people don't understand, everything is, I am Brahmin, you are Brahmin, everything is a Brahmin, there is no scripture, scripture is a Brahmin, and good is a Brahmin, bad is a Brahmin. It goes away. That Vedanta, when you read it, is like this. And for a person doesn't understand. And he is intellectually trying to understand. It has to be experienced. When your body dissolves, entire this inside journey is to breaking, dissecting. Nana means parichedana, insecting. It is called chedana. And dissecting. When you go inside, dissect, then you will experience, oh my God, what is flowing in that tree flowing in me? What is flowing in him flowing in me? And then you go beyond, oh, everything is singularity. And that happens only when you disconnect from this field, you will see the field of, so different reality. When you disconnect from awaken, only dream state comes. When you disconnect from dream state, only comes deep sleep state. Understand? You cannot be simultaneously in deep sleep state and, so dream state. No. There are the altered states of consciousness. Understand? So, for us to understand in a simple words, it is spirituality or yoga is not big things. These are very simple words. That's how a person like Buddha, so always taught very simple. And he told ordinary people to, lay people to scholarly people, everyone got enlightened. The most beautiful to the most ugliest people, everyone got enlightened. You can see during the Buddha's teaching, Buddha lifetime or any saint lifetime, you will find these examples. No, everyone is eligible. Only criteria is egoless surrender. So, that is the most powerful means. When you say namaste, it is all. Every time you are saying namaste, it means you are surrendered.